And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. Earlier today on News 5, we ran my latest Adventures with Alan story. I did a hike on the CRAGS up in Teller County, one of my favorite places to do a hike. And several viewers wrote me in and sent some photos in of this lovely hike. You can see this right here, some of the rock formations that give the CRAGS its name. And this photo by Laura sent in tonight, but again, this was taken a few weeks ago because when I did this 2 weeks ago, all of the leaves had pretty much fallen off of the aspen trees. A great photo shared by Bonnie, who also caught the story, said it had been a few years since she had been up there, but took this photo a few years back. And check this out, still looking like signs of fall out of the Broadmoor Hotel. With still some of those maple leaves still changing colors, but I think with our storm moving in on Thursday, whatever's left over on the trees is likely to get blown away. Now, the big story heading into tomorrow will be the potential for several waves of snow and some heavy snow up across the mountains, which will generate some slushy accumulations around 5 to 10 inches. So watch out for slick mountain travel along I-70 just to the south, just to the north into the state's central and northwestern mountains. Now, we mentioned earlier in the newscast the track of the low changing. So it's an evolving weather pattern, typically the case when you're still about 48 hours out. So I want to give you the latest bottom line. Ahead of the storm, a gusty and cooler day tomorrow. As we mentioned, the winter weather advisory means healthy mountain snowfall in the forecast. But with the low looking to pivot a little farther south tonight versus what I showed you yesterday, I think snowfall is going to be fairly limited here along the I-25 corridor, especially Pikes Peak region to Pueblo, where we could see some better amounts. It would be down south, Huerfano, Los Animas County. Viewers in those regions, that's what we're talking about. Some of those areas could see more than a couple of inches. Right now in the Springs tonight, it's dry outside, not as cold as last night because of the cloud cover. We're at 43 degrees. Pueblo is at 53. And this right here, this is going to give you an idea of the latest track of the low. Right now, just up across the Pacific Northwest, I think it moves towards the northern Rockies and then it dips down to the south, sort of pushing through southwestern parts of the state. And again, I think the track of the low could stay too far south to bring us that really beneficial upslope flow. Moisture already looks to be lacking as the low is going to weaken, so nothing overly exciting anyway. That's what we were saying yesterday. Today, I'm a little less excited than I was last night. If you want to get outside and hike tomorrow, cool weather for hiking early in the morning, but temperatures should be nice and mild with 50s expected by the afternoon. So we'll look for the flakes to continue to fly tomorrow up across the high country. Maybe a bit of a midday break before that front and the area of low pressure arrives Wednesday night to Thursday morning. If you watched us earlier tonight on News 5, snow showing up on Futurecast is a little bit more widespread. Notice now, not as much showing up, maybe a little bit of rain on the eastern side of the low, but really not showing as much snowfall here compared to what I showed earlier. This is one model run. Doesn't mean it's a signed, sealed, delivered forecast, but it gives us an idea that things are changing a bit this evening. Here's a look at what I think we could see snow total wise, maybe up to an inch across some of the northern suburbs in the Springs. Not expecting snow in the eastern plains and as much as 1 to 3 for Woodland Park and Monument. Overnight lows tonight, teens, 20s and 30s. Highs tomorrow with that cool down. We're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than what we saw today. Now, wind will come in with that front on Thursday. You can see that on the Super 7-day forecast. 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts. Again, maybe a little bit of accumulation on the north side. South side, central parts of town, maybe up to a dusting in some spots. Cold Friday morning, then warming up by the weekend. For Pueblo, we're sort of dealing with that north wind component, so not likely to get much precip, but a chance we could get some rain or snow showers heading into the day on Thursday. Canyon City also looking at a chance of some mixed precip here, possibly the first snow of the season. Friday, we're dry and chilly and then warming up by the weekend. For Woodland Park, looks like snow's a better bet here in Teller County. Maybe a few flurries overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And Rob, a better chance of snow up towards Teller County as we make our way towards Thursday.